Hey ministry team, Al here. Hope you're having a great start to the week. Hey, for this week's little video, I wanted to talk about being prepared. Be prepared. Scouts, I don't know, Scouts honor. Be prepared. And one of the great things that we can do as a ministry team and being part of ministering to young people is to be prepared. Whether we're on the platform or not, one of the great things that's very important is that we are prepared. We always need to bring and come with our hearts prepared. When you're a leader, part of the deal is you have to lead yourself, especially at a higher level where you're pouring out. We have to really be kind of a few steps ahead of everybody. So that when we come into the leaders meeting, we're not reliant on that leaders meeting for us to be able to minister or to kind of be ready. We actually have to have spent some time beforehand preparing ourselves so that we can then come and lead. I'm not saying you've got to be perfectly ready or feeling amazing. I'm just saying that we need to come prepared mentally, emotionally, spiritually, actually get ourselves prepared. I just want to read this scripture to you in Matthew 26, verse 40, and it's Jesus. He's just before he gets taken away to be crucified. In verse 40 it says, "Then he returned to his disciples and found them sleeping." So he'd invited them to pray, but they'd gone to sleep. And he says, Could you men not keep watch with me for 1 hour?" He asked Peter. "Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the body is weak." And that's kind of what I really wanted to capture here, is that the spirit is willing, but the body is weak. And you might find that when you come to youth on a Friday or on a Sunday morning that you feel weak. If you're working a full-time job, if you've had a busy day in the office here or in the office where you are, it can be quite taxing and your body can feel weak. But what we need to do, why it's so important to be prepared, is that you can actually, by preparing yourself, you can tap into your spirit. And because your spirit is willing. Every one of us, you guys are amazing. You have incredibly willing spirits. And sometimes if you're feeling a little flat, it's not because you're a bad person or anything like that. It's just because the body is weak, but the spirit is willing. And so whenever we come to youth, especially as a ministry team, it's really important that we be prepared by fanning into flames our spirit, awakening our spirit. That means you might need to pray in the car. You might need to quickly go get a couple minutes to speak in tongues. You might need to do something, read a verse, meditate on something quickly, get a moment away where you can do that. It's really important because you are leading the way. People are watching you. The way you respond in the message, people are watching. The way you lift your hands in worship, people are watching. The way you interact with people are watching. So we really need to lead the way. And one of the ways that's going to help you do that effectively is by being prepared. The body is weak, but the spirit is willing. So let's tap into the spirit, and we're going to find the power of God helps us do what we're called to do. Thanks so much, guys. You're amazing. God bless you. I'll see you soon.